Welcome to the High Adventure Scouting Podcast. This is the source for all things high adventure for scouts, scouters, and anyone else interested in promoting high adventure trips for our youth. You can find all kinds of great high adventure options for your scouts at highadventurescouting.com. We are constantly updating the list of cool trips, and we want your input on your best trip. Welcome to the High Adventure Scouting Podcast. My name is Rob Smith, and I'm glad you're here today. I'm a scouter from O'Fallon, Illinois, in the Greater St. Louis Area Council. Currently, I'm a committee chair for Troop 85, but I've been involved in scouting most of my life. Oh yeah, I also love all things high adventure. Now, I've been to all the major BSA high adventure bases, some council high adventure bases, and some other cool areas with our scouts. Our troop plans a major high adventure trip each year to one of the BSA high adventure bases. We've also started a program we call High Adventure Light to garner even more interest from our scouts. Let's say there's a scout who doesn't like to backpack, and we're headed to Philmont. That kind of puts them out of the loop. The creation of another option makes sense for our troop. Even if we have a few scouts and a few parents interested, that's fine for us. The more scouts doing high adventure, the better, as far as we're concerned. We're excited to bring you some awesome discussions about high adventure for scouts, scouters, and all related groups. We feel that this is the linchpin for any scouting group holding a troop together with high adventure opportunities. High adventure gives older scouts another reason to stay around and contribute to your troop. Now, we didn't set out to create a website with all the high adventure options in one place. This started out when our Philmont trek was canceled in 2018 due to the fires that ravaged the ranch. We had trained for 10 months, and we were ready to go somewhere. When we started to look at our options, we really found it was difficult to find current information. We had a desire to go to a council high adventure program to make it easier on us as leaders to plan the trip. Planning a trip from scratch is challenging with a lot of time. Well, that was time we did not have. We chose a backpacking and whitewater trip with the Harrison High Adventure Base at Camp Daniel Boone in the mountains and hills of western North Carolina. They actually extended their schedule for an extra week just for our troop. For that, we are forever grateful. When we returned from the backpacking trip, we combined the information we assembled before the trip along with other information we culled from every corner of the internet. We put this into a database so we could forward it to our local scouters. I shared the database amongst scout leaders in our council and gave a copy to our council high adventure committee to expand as they saw fit. So now we have local scouts and scouters covered, but what about the rest of the country? From there, the idea of a website was born to share the vision of high adventure to more scouts and scouters around the country. Now, as we start this podcast, our initial vision is to talk to as many high adventure bases as we can. This gives the directors of the high adventure bases an opportunity to talk about their offerings and the cool stuff scouts and scouters can experience. It is our hope that you get something from these podcasts and use that information to provide a better program. Now, we're not professionals. We're scouters offering a new and needed forum to the masses. The podcast might have glitches from time to time. It may not sound 100% professional. We'll get better as time goes on, but it's the information that is the real star of the show. We want your input for future podcasts. If there's a cool trip you had with your troop, crew, or ship, let us know. These trips need to be highlighted on the website, on our social media platforms, and possibly on an episode of the High Adventure Scouting Podcast. As the podcast progresses, we will feature non-traditional high adventure outside of the BSA, how-to discussions, and really whatever we could think of. If it's related to high adventure, then we're all in. Although most all of my experience has been a part of scouting, we want to encourage all outdoor-minded youth organizations to tune in and contribute. Whether you are a part of Scouts BSA, Trail Life, Girl Scouts, American Heritage Girls, Royal Rangers, or any other organization, we hope you gain a nugget to help your youth experience high adventure. The High Adventure Scouting Podcast is for you and your scouts. Let us know what you think. What places are missing? What trips have you gone on? What do you want to hear about? We'll do our best to seek out the information and cover it on the High Adventure Scouting Podcast. We truly hope this helps you seek out new opportunities and adventures for you and your scouts. Happy high adventure! Thanks for joining us today, and remember to tell your friends about this podcast. You can find us online at highadventurescouting.com, on Facebook or Instagram. If you have any questions or ideas for future podcasts, just email us at info@highadventurescouting.com. This podcast and website are independent and not affiliated with any youth organization. Happy high adventure! This has been a production of High Adventure Resources, 2019. All rights reserved.